So, ladies and gentlemen, we are here in Oman International Drift Championship with Ali Makhseed. Ali Makhseed, of course, one of the very well-reputed Middle Eastern drifters. Now he's driving his second pro car, the GT86. But before we get to that, I would like to welcome you to Drift Zone and Drift Zone interview family, and for the amazing driving you had here today.
Thank you, and thank you for having me, and congratulations on the launch.
Thank you very much, Ali. Ali, let's give a small, quick feedback for our crowds of views and tell them who is Ali Makhseed.
Well, I started drifting back in 2012 with my Toyota Supra. I'm known for the Toyota Supra here in the region, and I'm currently drifting the 965 Yokohama tire FT86. And we're here in Oman Marketing Championship, and it's one of the biggest events in the region. We have big names like James Dean, Peter Wurchek, Darren McNamara, and all the top drifters here in the region. It's been a really tough day. We qualified to the top 4, and we had problems with the car. We couldn't run the last battles. We had one more time with James Dean. We broke the gearbox, and hopefully in the next round we solved the problems, and we managed to secure a top spot on the podium.
So your drifting career and the challenges you've been through, you've been in UAE, in Kuwait, I believe you've been in Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Oman now, so you've covered the Middle East more or less, where they have tandem drifting. How do you see the standards here in Oman?
Well, the drifting scene here has developed hugely since the last year. I mean, if you compare Oman's championship with a couple of years back, you see the car's level has increased rapidly, and it's tough now. It's the competition here is crazy, and you can ask James Dean and all the other guys, and he'll tell you that the scene here is getting crazy now, and I'm really happy to see this, and we see it grow even more within the few years.
Of course, we're having people like you in the Middle East that would really help us grow and get better and better with the championships. You have brought up a great show today. We will come to that. And we will come to what are your expectations for the near future and for the far future. But first, tell us what's your humble setup on your GT86 or FT86.
Well, we're running a 3.4 2JZ engine. I've always loved the 2JZ. I started with the 2JZ, and hopefully will continue my career with that engine. So it has a G-force stock box, winters, quick change, all the basic setups, and we didn't have a lot of time to get the car dialed in, but the car is getting closer to that point now. It's a lot more competitive. It's a lot better, and hopefully we'll see success from the car in the near future.
That's brilliant. Of course, you've retired the Supra totally, or do you still do some shows with it?
It's been retired for a couple of years now, but we'll hopefully. I mean, we have plans for the car, the next season. We're gonna do some shows with the car, and we'll see the Supra come back.
So we will see a comeback Supra. About tonight's event, this is round 1 of 3 rounds, and I believe you will be committing for all 3 rounds. Is that correct?
Yes, we'll be doing all 3 rounds.
Okay, so you finished 4th today. Technical issues, of course, it happens to everyone. We've seen it happening to world champions, James Dean last year in FD, and it's something that happens. High horsepower cars, you're running most probably a 700-800 horsepower car or something.
Plus horsepower.
800 plus horsepower, so those technical issues will happen to you eventually. What's your preparation? What are you going to look to do for next round?
Well, we had problems with the gearbox, so we're going to rebuild the gearbox. We had some problems with the car's oil, oiling, and we're gonna hopefully sort that out. Do some testing. Now that we know because it's my first time with the new track here. Now that we have an idea about the tarmac, and we can set up the car more properly, and we'll see a faster car next round. That's a promise.
We definitely do need from you a faster car next round. We have seen it, and people who watch the live stream also have seen that you lack a little bit of pace on the very first bit of the launch. But once you get your car transited, and after the first transition, you get really close on people's doors. And you have done a marvelous job chasing people today. leave the last battle aside. Beside that battle, what is the second best battle you had?
Well, battling Darren McNamara was tough. He has a really fast car, and he's a top contender. We had a one more time with him, and he made a little mistake in his second transition, which gave us the lead. But it wasn't easy, and it was a tough battle.
Excellent. Any plans to go Drift Masters, BDC, anywhere around Europe or maybe FD in the future or far future?
Well, there are plans to do FD Japan the upcoming seasons, but that's not confirmed yet. But yeah, of course.
You are looking and considering. So, sponsors who are watching this, make sure you follow Ali Makhseed, because he's definitely will be a great exposure for you when he goes outside in the Middle East. And even if you're looking at the Middle East as well, he's definitely one of those people who will give you a great exposure. Ali Makhseed, any last words for the crowds?
Well, I mean, this goes to all the Omani crowd in particular. Thank you for coming. The crowd here was crazy. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I mean, this gives us the push. This makes us work harder, battle harder, and yeah, and thank you for everyone watching, and stay tuned for round 2, and we'll hopefully do better.
So, and hopefully do better. Ali Makhseed, thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to do another interview for you to watch. Stay tuned. Thank you very much for watching this interview with Ali Makhseed. I'll come back to you with another one. Cheers.